Welcome back everybody to another episode of Sherlock Holmes, The Awakened. It is I, your host, your guide into this web of mystery and intrigue, absolute casual. So last time we happened to find all these people that were getting abducted and drugged into some sort of cult, a specific octopus-shaped deity, and our trail now takes us to, was it the Edelweiss Institute in Switzerland? Something like that. But yeah, we're gonna go ahead and see where else this case is gonna take us. So without further ado, let's get spooky. So Sherlock has abandoned us, go do something else to investigate elsewhere, and left us as Watson to investigate the Institute. So I guess let's start with introducing ourselves to the reception.
Salutations, madam. I am Dr. John Watson. I was wondering if you've got word of my visit.
Yeah, Dr. Watson. We received your letter on the matter. Would it be to see Professor Gygax?
Did we want to talk to Gygax? I can't remember. Sure.
At their earliest convenience, yes. I shall try not to take up too much of their valuable time.
Wait here, bitte. Mr. and Mrs. Bronson, your girl has made remarkable progress. See? Take a look for yourself.
My apologies for keeping you waiting, Dr. Watson. Surely you understand how medical work can make one lose track of time.
Do not be sorry, Professor. I too know the importance of closely attending to patients.
The work hardly stops here, yet the satisfaction of perfecting the mind compels us to persevere.
I take it you welcome many a soul into your establishment?
Admissions, yes. Visitors, though? I am curious as to what brought you to the Schwarzes Edelweiss.
Word of mouth. An article I read back in London spoke highly of your institution. But rather than taking its word for it, I thought I would see things for myself.
My asylum's reputation precedes it, then.
Sure.
Your attention, please. Guten Day. Yes.
Oh, there's Sherlock.
The name's Amos Colby, Northwood Detective Agency, Boston. I got questions that need answers. Who's in charge here?
What seems to be the matter, Dr. Watson? You can tell me.
By Jove, it cannot be him. Right. Yes. I was surprised because that man is a celebrity. Yes, that's it. Very famous, Mr. Colby. I couldn't believe my eyes.
No. In my line of work, it can't wait. The longer it takes
If
me
you
to get
wish
to
to
the
recuperate,
truth, the
Dr.
more
Watson,
lives
you
are
may
placed
avail
in
yourself
harm's
of the
way.
guest room.
But I have so much more to discuss.
Nurse, if you'd be so kind as to escort Dr. Watson to the guest room. Herr Colby, from Northwood Agency. How unexpected. I am Professor Gygax. I would be happy to answer your questions in the examination room.
Look, Professor, unless you got any clues as to the whereabouts of...
They're just gonna take him to the examination room just like that.
No one gets neglected in
Now, let's not resort to brute force.
Do not worry, Herr Colby. My methods are rather more delicate. Search him thoroughly. Then take him to the holding chamber. I need to decide precisely what to do with our guest.
So, Holmes, are you Good with the plan still?
The unmistakable scent of alcoholism. Did you walk through their doors as I did, or did they collect you off the streets?
So I wonder if I had selected no, I'm just here to look around as Watson, would that give me a chance to like actually look around? Maybe I shouldn't have talked to the reception at first. It's kind of hard to tell with these games. Alright, I'm guessing that's maybe like a 4, 1, 2, 5? Oh, too much. 2, 4, 3, 1. There we go. We're free!
A truncheon, not the typical tool for a nurse.
Nope, that's for the muscle holding chamber. Blockade. Investigation scene. Already? The apothecary. Hans Winkler.
The final product, ready to cure madness, or to push one deeper into its grasp. Any chemist would envy the quality of this equipment. Raw materials used to formulate medicine. With this equipment, they can create any type of medication.
Any type, huh? Including opioids.
Very sturdy. I might borrow it.
What are we going to use it for? Block A patients. Eloise. A. Dermatillomania. Nail trimming every day. Do not untie her hands even if she won't stop screaming. Maurizio. Mania. Disassociation. After the incident with the nurses, prescribed therapeutic fasting for a week. Mentioned Josephine to make him more manageable. Mariana. Hysteria. Keep raising the doses until she forgets the child. Stupor is quite acceptable. Nils. Nervous breakdown. Do not allow any visits. All letters sent to the patient must be destroyed. Man, I do not want to stay here.
Is someone there?
Obstructed access to Block B. Lionel Reichardt.
You there! I command you to free me at once.
I'm not sure that's a great idea at the moment.
How dare you deny me? I must have my revenge against the lickspittles upstairs.
Fortunately for you, I'm here to stop the very same people.
You are?
Indeed. But first, I must discover all I can about this institution. Tell me, have you witnessed the arrival of any foreign patients?
Tell me? The goal, the impertinence to bark such orders.
Please, we don't have time for this.
Do you know with whom you speak? I am the great Napoleon.
Napoleon Bonaparte?
The one and only. Emperor of the French, first consul of the Republic, leader of La Grande Armée. Once I am free and have exacted my revenge against the guards who ridicule me, I shall rest happy in the arms of my beloved Josephine.
Right. Well, I will leave you to your scheming, Emperor.
Patient hates the guards. Maurizio. Aurelian Elezdijan?
My heart is pierced by Cupid. I disdain all glittering gold. There is nothing can console me but my jolly sailor bold.
Felicia? Or Felicia? Storage room. Alright, let's check out what's in the... Let's check out what's in the storage room. So I got 1, 3, 2, 3, 5? Pretty close, so it is 3. Perfect. Oh, nope. 4, not 5. Almost perfect. I didn't see that last one.
A certificate of appreciation from the municipal councillor to Professor Becker for contributions to the development of medicine in Interlaken. A simple toolbox, yet capable of repairing anything.
Anything? So, does that mean we'll have to repair something at some point? A note from Professor Becker. Professor Gygax, I have suffered serious chemical burns upon my hand, the consequences of your inexcusable actions. My session with Gerda ended before it even began. Poor thing was so terrified she refused to talk, and started to destroy everything in the room rather than let me approach her. What you did to Gerda will not and cannot happen again. Let it be known that I consider your methods a barbaric malpractice. If, as you so boldly claim, you wish to be the future of my facility, you must embody my high standards. Do not disappoint me again. Professor Becker, Director of Black Edelweiss. So... I wonder if Gygax took control from Professor Becker. In a not-so-civil manner.
Tubes of varying diameters. Interesting.
Metal tubes.
R.G. Hill, Dr. Connolly, it appears that all the psychiatric classics were banished here. John Sallow, the Tulpa phenomenon. I'm somewhat of an expert already.
Find the book about tulpas? Fond memories. I wonder if that's what that's a reference to. I wanted to look that up. Okay, so yeah, it looks like the tulpas is in a reference to Sherlock Holmes Chapter 1. And then it says a tulpa is a concept originating in Tibetan Buddhism of a being or entity created through focused mental effort and concentration. What's in here? The obvious thing to look at.
This photo was damaged, seemingly by oil. I can make out the names listed here.
I got Feister and Gygax. I didn't see the other two names.
Cooking grease. Is this the kitchen dumbwaiter? Looks like it's still operational.
A working dumbwaiter.
Painting in a mental institution. Vogel would be delighted. Speech and the Cerebellum by S.A. Becker.
Alright, what have we got so far here? How to safely remove the Block B guard. Well... Oh, actually, metal tubes. I wonder if we can use it like a blow dart gun. Or a blowgun. Alright, so for the old photograph, a tattered grainy photograph of the black Edelweiss staff. On the back is the list of names. Dr. Feister, Dr. Huber, Professor Gygax, Professor Becker. Black Edelweiss's secret, something macabre is going on in this asylum, and every little detail will help in understanding it. Got syringes, the blockade patients, Watson's successful infiltration. Dr. Watson managed to get into the asylum and is staying in one of the rooms on the ground floor. He even tried to play along with the fake Amos Colby, but clearly, performance is not his strong suit. Okay, yeah, so it does have something to do with the syringes and metal tubes. We just need one more item. Alright, maybe we can go upstairs and see if there's anything that we missed there. Examination room. Okay, let's check out the exam room. So this is where they took us initially before they set us up in the room, quote-unquote room downstairs.
This sedative worked faster than I expected. Perhaps I ought to train myself. Build up a tolerance.
Bottle of sedative. Okay, so now I think we can create the sleep dart.
I'd rather not sit in this chair ever again.
That's fair. I agree with you on that one.
Locked. I suppose the reception will be guarded anyway. There's the guest room. I wonder if Watson was able to speak to Gygax. Darn. No way I can get past him without being noticed.
Alright, and that's where we sick Napoleon on him. In the meantime... there we go. Use a handmade blowpipe. It could be possible to sedate the guard from a distance using a handmade blowpipe. Perhaps one of the tubes from the storage room could suit. Do I have to go back and get the tube?
This should suffice.
I wonder why I had to look only at the one end, and like why don't both ends count towards like being interactable? They looked about the same size. Alright, I wonder if we have to do anything special or just walk up and he'll automatically use it, maybe? Oh, here we go, just interact. Oh! Oh, we have to aim in the shoulder? I was gonna aim in at the butt. Why is it so difficult to aim for the shoulder? Like, it got something like pushing the mouse away. Night night. Sweet dreams are made of these.
Manufactured and packaged here. This is the same narcotic substance that we found in London.
Letter to Mr. Schnitzer. Schnitzer. I hasten to assure you that your son is in good hands and that his unexpected development of a psychological disorder can be remedied at our facility. I'm sure you are as concerned about your son's well-being as I am, and I am confident our combined efforts will lead to a speedy recovery. The housing of our pharmaceuticals in your warehouse is an important part of this process. If you succeed at drawing officials' attention away from this precious cargo, there will be nothing to stop me from returning your son to you, safe, sound, and free of this unfortunate illness. Yours sincerely, Professor Gygax. Sounds like extortion. He got his son, and they won't release him.
This should be enough to avoid unwanted attention, at least from a distance.
Where did the body go? I'm hearing like whispers, but I think it's coming from the other...
Go away, or I will tear your lips from your skull with my fingernails!
Miss,
I'll gouge your eyes out and cut off your hands, just like you did to Heidi.
I am quite certain you would, but I'm afraid you have me mistaken for someone else. So, I take it your name is Gerda. Who is Heidi?
You talk strange. You're going to Hell's Door, aren't you? To where those other funny talkers finally shut up?
Hell's Door? To what do you refer?
Only Heidi had answers. Go away, pig!
I merely...
I said go, or you will spend your last moments on Earth screaming. This door won't stop me.
Okay. I was gonna say the whispers are coming from the other orderlies. Gerda.
They took you away, and I'll never forgive them.
Restricted area. Definitely sounds like a room we want to investigate. Laundry room? What's in here? Annabelle?
So you're Heidi. I didn't realize I was on Haunted Doll Watch.
A little creepy, just a little bit.
Good lord, how unsettling. The damage seems intentional.
What are you burning in here?
Fabric burnt in the furnace.
But why?
A jalabia, a traditional garment from northern Africa.
Probably to hide the people that they end up abducting.
The garments of several dozen people at least.
Another restricted area? Alright, let's go back and return Heidi.
I will make them pay for what they did to Heidi.
I believe I have found your friend.
Heidi! Oh, poor girl. What did they do to you?
Shh. It's all right now. Everything will be all right.
Please, Gerda, now I have found Heidi, I need some help from you in return.
Shh, Heidi. We should thank the man, don't you think?
Have you ever met Professor Becker?
I remember him. He was in charge here before that witch Gygax. But I haven't heard his voice for a long time. Too bad. He was nice.
How did you end up in Block B?
The nurses say I'm prone to violent outbursts, but they're wrong. I just do what Heidi tells me.
What does Heidi tell you?
Tell me all you know about those funny-talking people.
We'd hear their screams. The guards would take them down the corridor behind you and they'd disappear. And the screams would stop.
Oh, that doesn't bode well.
Professor Gygax seems to rule this facility with an iron fist. Do you know anything about her?
She's sick. She did nasty things to us. Separated me and Heidi just for fun. Before she got here, this place was alright.
I shall leave you two to get reacquainted.
Thank you for the info. Scribbled in Georgian. N4, young adult, male, Dutch, a weak-minded subject, eager to follow orders for perceived rewards. Strong build, dosed with 0.4 milligrams. N5, adult, male, Romanian. The subject remained violent, requiring the need for traditional sedatives. Once calm, the dosage for the subject was minimal, 0.2 milligrams. N6, young adult male. Nationality Ainu? Language incomprehensible. Subject is thus assumed mad. Subject possesses a lighter, more agile frame, and as such a smaller dosage was required, 0.2 milligrams. I think N stands for number, so like number 7, young adult male, Maori? I think I pronounced that wrong. Language incomprehensible. Subject is thus assumed mad. The subject was large and required an above average dosage, 0.8 milligrams. That sounds like the guy we're looking for. Summary: all subjects in good condition, showing signs of obedience regardless of race or native language. They must move on for further testing.
So this is how they kept the prisoners docile and harmless.
Something sticking out?
An orthodox reliquary commonly found in Eastern Europe, now in a cell halfway up the Alps.
Blood hit from above. Discoloration,
This
strong
stretcher was
chlorine smell.
disinfected frequently. These are the same crates we found in London. I should take a closer look. Dirt and sweat. They were locked in here for days, judging by the smell. I doubt that one could survive such a journey with this little water. This is the same design as the one from London. The kidnappers even provided airflow. How generous. This trip was prolonged and perilous.
Doesn't look like everybody made it.
A bottle this sturdy doesn't break by accident. Substantial blood loss. One poor soul found another way out.
Scratches and broken nails.
The stamp on this crate confirms it came from America. That's quite a distance to travel.
New Orleans. That seems like the likely scenario. So I think it's between the first and the second one. I don't think they were lying face down. You gotta be lying face up.
The doors can be opened for deliveries.
Yeah, that's not them just popping out of the carriage. Not the likely scenario. This seems more like it.
The carriages were backed through these doors, and they began to unload their cargo in secret. Next, the crates were opened, freeing their passengers. Not everyone survived the journey. The dirty, exhausted, and dehydrated prisoners were then herded into cells. But all the cells are now empty, and I have not located a morgue. Time to find Hell's Door.
Alright, so it says the simple case of missing servant has become a full investigation into mass kidnappings. The trail of Dirty Sommers and the abductees lead to the Black Edelweiss Institute, which specializes in mental illnesses and addictions. Established in 1789 by Professor Keller, it is now headed by Professor Gygax. The foreigners must be taken through a hidden door after some preparation in the cells. This passage must lie somewhere near the back entrance. Oh, look at that. Trapdoor. Although it doesn't look like it's been used in a while. Yeah, because it's welded shut. Yeah, this one looks a little suspicious. Got some scratches.
Scratches. Something has been moved through here.
Round indent, smells of machine
Seems
oil.
to be a locking mechanism. The whole thing must be a door.
How to get the key. Okay, Gerda could know more, so let's go talk to Gerda.
I will make them pay for what they did to Heidi.
I found Hell's Door, the one that made the foreigners silent, remember? How do I open it? Gerda, please. I cannot get inside. You have to tell me how to open it.
How can you speak to me like nothing's wrong? Can't you hear Heidi crying? Look at her! Look! She's suffering. I can't even hear my thoughts over her screams. Poor Heidi. We will fix you. I promise. We will fix you.
Leave it with me, Gerda.
How do we fix Heidi? Okay, so all Gerda could talk about is Heidi. Heidi went through unimaginable torture. Her eyes and arms were torn off. Okay, so we have to repair her. There was a doll named Heidi in the laundry room. It's in a horrible state. Gerda got her doll back. She continues to maintain that only Heidi knows everything. There won't be any answers until she's repaired. This will require 2 buttons, thread, glue, and nails. What kind of nails? Are we talking like carpenter nails or fingernails? Got some buttons. Some thread. So I need glue and nails. Oh, I know. The storage room. Adhesive and slightly rusted nails. There we go.
Will this help fix your friend?
Give it to me.
How is she feeling?
Everything will be all right, Heidi. Everything.
Gerda, I have a couple of questions.
So that's what the nails are for.
Yes, I...
Dirty little mouth, Gerda. You've said enough already. She won't speak no more. Now it's only Heidi. You helped me, and I didn't cut out your eyes. So we're even. Now go!
Yeah, no, that's not how it works.
Heidi, there are things I need some clarity on.
Ask if you dare, but if I get bored, there will be consequences.
What should Heidi talk about?
You bore us. Look, Gerda, the man is insane. The professor would treat him like she treated us.
Heidi,
Okay.
there are things I need some clarity on.
Ask if you dare.
I found Hell's Door, but it's locked. Is there a way to get in?
Hell's Door? Never heard of it.
Did Gerda mention the door before? Yes.
That's not true. You, Gerda, told me that Hell's Door makes people silent forever.
And you believe that snotty little girl? I'll personally ensure that she never dares to speak again.
Why does Heidi keep everything a secret? A note from Professor Becker?
Professor Gygax hurt you repeatedly, scarred your body and mind. You are not protecting Hell's Door. You are simply afraid of the consequences were I to enter.
I could tap your teeth out with a hammer until you choked on the blood and bits.
You could. But then you would live the rest of your life in fear of Professor Gygax. I can make that feeling go away.
Haha,
I can
logic.
stop her. But the key, Heidi, the key to Hell's Door is critical to stopping Professor Gygax. And I think you know where it is.
Tell him!
But you said...
And now I say tell him!
The professor... She has a special key. Keeps it close and only brings it down when you people go through. Behind those closed doors, those people start to sing. Oh, they sing in so much pain.
Gygax. Of course. Thank you, Gerda. Heidi. I must leave.
Ta-ta.
You joke. Nobody leaves the Edelweiss. Now you will be with us forever!
Okay. That's my cue to run away. Alright. So... Get the keys to Hell's Door. Gotta go to Gygax's office. Okay, so I guess we communicate to Watson using the dumbwaiter. Watson must be in the guest room that is beside Gygax's office. Perhaps he could acquire the key and use the kitchen dumbwaiter to deliver it down to the storage room. I mean, that works too. How to get to Watson for help. Use a patient to create a diversion. The patient who claims to be Napoleon Bonaparte could help. Freeing him could create enough of a distraction to find and contact Watson on the ground floor. Alright, let's go talk to Maurizio, aka Napoleon. Let's see. Thinking that's 2, 3, 1, 3... 2, 3, 1, 3, 2, 5. 2, 3, 1, 3, 2, 5. Man, I'm getting better at this. Oh no, it's 4. Never mind. I take back what I said. Yeah, that's still pretty good though. 5 out of 6 pins. Pick every lock. Is that all of it? Lock, stock, and barrel. I'm pretty sure I got everything that we needed. Alright, let's get this party started.
At last, you came to your senses.
My humble apologies, Emperor.
Spare me your groveling, Englishman.
Of course, you are right as ever, for you see, time is of the essence. The royalists have risen again, and your darling Josephine needs you. Paris needs you.
Mon amour.
But the guards upstairs in reception stand in your way.
Ha! They will pose no problem for the likes of me. Merci, Englishman. When I return to Les Tuileries, I shall make you a general.
Oh, you are too kind, Emperor. Now go. Your freedom awaits.
I am coming, Josephine.
I think he went the wrong way. Because upstairs is to the left.
Psst. Watson, over here.
Holmes, what are you doing here, and where did you get that outfit?
It is unimportant. I require your assistance.
What is happening, Holmes? I need an explanation.
It's quite simple. I created a distraction so that I could tell you something important, and in turn, I need you to acquire something important for me.
How can you call any of this charade simple?
Watson, we can discuss this later. Time is of the utmost importance. The kidnapped people may still be here. This is what I know so far.
What? You really found all this on your own?
Focus, Watson. I need you to find a key. It will be most unique. All the details are in my notes. Logic dictates that Gygax will keep it near her. Once acquired, you must get it to me. Perhaps the kitchen dumbwaiter could be of use.
Holmes, I can't do this. I'm no spy.
Yes, you can, Watson. You are unfailingly dependable.
Dr. Watson, visitors are not permitted back here.
I'm terribly sorry, Mr. Kuntz. After the war, my nerves, I fled all that commotion.
It is nothing. A patient attempted to escape. He will not get far. Now, if you would like to follow me.
After you. Lead the way. We're already here. Heidi.
Did a child make these?
Why did the gun point this way?
Perhaps I should take this. For all I hope it won't be needed.
I don't know if that was intentional.
blood in the water. Someone must have washed their hands here recently.
And they didn't clean up after themselves? That's gross. Sherlock's note. You must acquire a key for me, Watson. Odds are it's a round item, about 2 inches in diameter, with the image of an Edelweiss flower. A patient named Gerda has informed me that Gygax will keep it close. I suggest investigating her office. Director's office.
Ah, Dr. Watson. Just the man I wanted to see.
Professor, I'm surprised you're not trying to catch that escapee.
Please, my time is far too valuable. I hope Nurse Kuntz has been taking good care of you.
He has certainly kept me out of trouble.
Professor, it is time for your appointment with your next patient, Mr. Wolf.
Herr Wolf can wait until tomorrow. I wish to speak with Dr. Watson.
As you wish.
You still see patients yourself, even as the director of this entire facility?
Only the important ones. And yet I rarely get to pick the brain of a man like yourself. I think it is time we got to know each other, no?
I'm afraid there's not much to know. I'm just an average chap living a rather prosaic life these days.
Dr. Watson, those of us who pursue knowledge are anything but average. Now, who are you?
I'm a physician in search of a stimulating career. I have patients, yes, but admittedly, I'm more interested in the cutting edge of medical research. So when I read about the Black Edelweiss and your work on the healing of minds, I simply had to learn more.
I suppose my Edelweiss was always destined to attract other curious minds. But before we continue, I want you to understand one thing. A broken mind can never be truly healed.
Ah, I see. So, what exactly do you do here?
It is simple. If you cannot fix a person's nature, you must force them to forget it.
Surely there are other methods of treatment.
How naive. You remind me of a man I once knew, Professor Becker. But we do not speak of him anymore.
A colleague?
The former director here. One day he realized that Edelweiss had outgrown him and had to leave his house. Do you grow weary of me already, Doctor?
I was simply admiring your office, Professor. Apologies.
While I am pleased you appreciate its practicality and appearance, we were discussing bigger things. Was my conversation boring you?
No, not at all. I merely...
No, I understand full well. You're not seeking conversation.
What do you mean?
It is obvious. Your mind craves truth, but not in this form. You must witness a practical demonstration if you are to learn.
I'm certainly intrigued. Would that be possible?
Of course. I propose a journey between the jury of the human brain. You will not leave without being truly enlightened. Kuntz, take Dr. Watson back to the courtyard. Then tell the nurses to prepare the operation room and the girl with the doll.
Yes, Professor.
Our preparations will take a little time. I will come for you soon, Doctor.
You gonna operate on Gerda?
I hope everything is to your liking, Dr. Watson.
And I presume I cannot get back into the office. Oh, can I? Nope, it is locked. Okay, so I think we may need to do something to distract Dr. No, he's not a doctor. But we do need to do something to distract the orderly. Kitchen. Anything to eat? Can we grab a snack?
Did you hear that a patient escaped? All the guards.
There's the dumbwaiter.
Looks dusty but functional.
Oh, we never use that. I think it connects somewhere downstairs.
Patient room 2. Hello.
I'm struggling to remember something.
Patient's poetry. Oh, beautiful alpine flower, whose heart I do miss so. You call to me while I don't see. How could I let you go? The storm cuts through my senses, makes all my thoughts so blind. With no captain, I misreason. What did they truly find? Cold and dark with grimy walls, roughly held like animals. Trapped yet free, why do I fall? Something squirms on the tip of the tongue, but what can it be? What did I forget? Wolf is an important patient to Professor Gygax.
It's something familiar. If only I could place it. I must think.
This area is off limits. A patient has escaped.
We rarely have visitors here.
I don't want to guard Block B tonight.
I want them to fly!
Miss?
Too bad my parents had to leave so soon. I haven't seen them for months. When people shout, all I want to do is find a dark corner and hide. I can't bear it.
I hear them scratching. Don't you hear it? The nurses don't believe me. No one helps me. I just want the scratching to stop. Why won't they make the scratching stop? Why won't they make the scratching stop?
I wonder if he's talking about like the scratching in the boxes that carry the people over in the storage room.
Try to fly away! Escape, my little ones. Things.
Minor birds, if I'm not mistaken. Beautiful creatures. Sad that they're caged here.
Give it to me. No, I don't want to. Why not? You're mean. That's rude. And I'm not. You're lying.
Okay, that's reception. Administration. Gygax's patient reports, October 1879. As more serious treatment is necessary, my special patient Wolf will be transferred to patient room 2 on the ground floor. Okay, so that's who we were just visiting. All other patients must be removed from my schedule and reassigned to other specialists at the Institute. This patient's mental state requires constant monitoring and immediate intervention to avoid undesirable consequences. December 1879. The necessary surgical procedures were successfully performed. Physical recovery is still in progress. Memory loss is increasing but still not complete. A new obsession with writing has developed, probably as a side effect. January 1880. The patient's writing now mentions old names. Clear sign of partial memory recovery. Unacceptable result. The second surgery is required, targeting both the frontal and temporal lobes. February 1880, surgery went well. The patient's memory does not persist for longer than a couple of minutes, although an obsession with writing lingers. Danger eliminated, daily monitoring prescribed. I wonder if that's the other professor.
Photograph seems recent. A commemorative photo album. Been a while since I've been in one of these. Good lord, that's a lot of records.
A visitor from space. Glowing meteor lands in Arkham. Like Arkham Asylum.
I hope you're finding your room comfortable, Dr. Watson.
Exam room is locked. Alright, let's go back to patient room 2. We'll talk to Wolf.
You are Mr. Wolf, am I right?
Oh, hello. Who might you be?
My name is Dr. John Watson. I wanted to talk with you, if you didn't mind.
Ah, doctor. I don't suppose you could help. I seem to have forgotten where I am.
We're in the Black Edelweiss, Mr. Wolf. It's an asylum in Switzerland, and you are one of its most important patients.
But why am I here?
That's what I was about to ask you.
I can't remember. Sorry, I can't remember anything.
It's all right. You don't need to push. Try to relax. Let the thoughts come and go. Now, what comes to mind? Mr. Wolf?
Oh, hello. Who might you be?
We just went over this.
I'm sorry, but I don't...
It's 10-second Tom.
We were just discussing this facility, the Black Edelweiss Asylum, and why you are here.
That name does sound familiar.
Holmes, the things I do for you.
Excuse me, who are you? And who's this Holmes fellow?
I am Dr. Watson, and Holmes is, well, you could call him my imaginary friend. That's just a little joke, don't mind me.
But why am I here, doctor? Am I sick?
I'm sure I can take a look.
Poor guy. Had his brain messed with. Severe chemical burns, faded with age. Yeah, I have a feeling this is Perkins, or whatever his name is, the first professor that owned this place. Facial palsy, one side is paralyzed. Skin pigmentation, possible abuse of medicine. Two deep scars, precise surgical incisions. An adult male with two deep surgical scars on the side of his head and an old chemical burn on his hands. Mr. Wolf has some paralysis of facial muscles and blue-gray pigmentation spots on his skin. These symptoms are most likely pre-existing, and his admission to the Black Edelweiss for treatment has so far failed to cure him. Nope. Mr. Wolf has some paralysis of his facial muscles, most likely the result of brain surgeries. Blue-gray pigmentation spots on his skin are likely due to the overuse of medications containing silver nitrate. It appears that his illness is a direct result of the treatment he has received here at the Black Edelweiss. Yes, that seems more accurate.
Dear Lord, what did Gygax do to you?
Excuse me? Who are you?
Oh, never mind.
Excuse me, who are you?
I don't know why I keep doing this, expecting something different.
Wolf is the former director of Black Edelweiss, Professor Becker. There you go. I was saying Perkins, but Professor Becker. He now suffers from severe memory issues, but still retains the ability to write. Okay, how to lure Gygax out. We gotta do something with Becker, I believe. There we go. So Becker can still write. Perhaps he can get Gygax's attention with a letter.
Hello again. You won't remember me, but we've met before. I am Dr. John Watson, and you are Professor Becker. You were the previous director of this facility, the Black Edelweiss.
Professor, really? Actually, that name does sound familiar. Wait. Let me write it down. I try to recall memories through writing, but they always feel just out of reach.
As a matter of fact, I have more for you to jot down.
Oh, yes. Yes, please, anything.
Professor Gygax did this to you. She made you forget everything, even who you are. But we will play a trick on her. We will write a letter so that she learns her lesson. Put down what I dictate. Dear Professor Gygax, your vile work has ruined countless lives through needless suffering. Your methods serve nothing but to show your own sick emotional state. You are not, as you so claimed, the future of the Edelweiss, and you never were. And by the time you make it to my cell, the police will already know the truth of how you came to be director of this asylum. Signed, Professor Becker.
There. It's done. Now, hold on a minute. Who are you?
My name is John Watson. I am a doctor from London, a veteran of Afghanistan, and I wish to be a writer, though deep down I fear I lack the talent. And presently I am risking my life to help my brilliant detective flatmate in the pursuit of a cult of kidnappers, even as I fear it may destroy him. I'm tired and hungry, and I have not had a good bath in weeks, and yet despite it all, I feel alive. Any more questions?
Good heavens, sir. You're as mad as they come.
I believe he pretty much said all that because Wolf is just going to forget it, or Professor Becker is just going to forget it in a few seconds.
You really are a strange man. Have you ever been mentally examined?
That's a good question. For another day. Alright, let us pin the letter.
One of the patients asked me to deliver this note. It's for Professor Gygax.
Thank you, Doctor. Leave it with me.
Unbelievable. Kunz, with me.
Alright, let's go. Oh, wrong room.
Close, but I don't think this is the key.
Dang it.
This is too small to be what Holmes asked for.
It says there's 6 items. Dear Professor, we recently... Oh, from New Orleans Bank. We recently took possession of a collection of rare gems on behalf of our mutual acquaintance. The gems have now been sold to Louisiana jewelers, who made several offers far exceeding our experts' estimates of the stone's value. The final sale price agreed upon for the 11 gems was 12,550 Swiss francs. Our client has instructed that you receive 2/3 of the sum transferred to your solicitor as per usual. As always, our discretion is assured, and we look forward to continued business with you and your illustrious patron. Yours sincerely, Jeffrey Scott, representative of the E.W. Gray Banking House, New Orleans, USA, January 9, 1882. So, they're getting gems, selling them in the States, and then that's how they're making some money?
An Edelweiss relief about 2 inches in diameter. This must be what Holmes was after.
Diary. Gygax's diary, December 1879. It has been 3 months since I took over the Edelweiss from Becker. Not all of my colleagues approved of the rule changes, so I am now the only professor here. No matter, the hiring of several strong nurses will solve the personnel shortage. At last my work can flourish without the impairment of his lesser mind. March 1880, the first payment has arrived from R. Our deal posed risks, but the possibilities are endless if he is true to his word. May 1880, the first shipment of chosen ones has arrived. R has sent a vast selection of broken minds. The work ahead will be difficult, but undoubtedly useful for my own research as well. 2 birds with 1 stone. What's going on, Watson? You doing okay?
Nothing special about this.
The cook is gone. Hello, Holmes. We got what you wanted. Can we go back this way?
It's sealed tight. I can't exit the same way.
Interesting. What are you lecturing on in here? Why is there blood? Broken tooth, light-colored
Tooth of an
enamel.
adult male, likely lost in a beating. Only a couple of days old.
Not exactly sure what I'm looking for here. Okay, I can move up and down, so maybe underneath? Worn steel
The
chain.
inside of the cuff is worn. It's been used often.
Rude. It's cruel and unusual punishment.
A wax cylinder. There is something recorded on it.
Alright, we gotta find a projector for it? I can't remember what they use for to read wax cylinders.
The writing is mostly gone. Phonetic symbols, perhaps.
There it is, Cthulhu. Looks like tentacles are coming out of the well. I'm gonna avoid that for now. History check. Learn more about Gygax. Notebook of Professor Gygax. The new method at last started to show progress. The success rate is 4 out of 10, and the failures are not responding to any external stimuli. Nevertheless, the phonetic system can be declared an undeniable success. Regardless of their native language or place of origin, individuals learn to speak the chant without flaw. They learn it quickly and fluently despite lacking all mental autonomy. Regrettably, one of the chosen continues to resist. Isolation and deprivation resulted in a strengthening of their disobedience. Negotiation only ignited anger, and even after the direct removal of the frontal and temporal lobes, it seems all that was left was an innate desire to resist. This chosen one cannot be allowed to pollute the minds of the others. The conclusion is inescapable. They cannot continue to live. I will see to it that they are sent to the well. The well sounds foreboding.
Looks as if it's been recently used.
Okay, I think this is where we put the wax. There's the chant.
Maglana Parkatulu. Rie Waglana Tal Patagan. Binglui Maglana Parkatulu. Rie Wagana Gal Pagagan.
Alright, so far the sub-basement contains a classroom where people were handcuffed to chairs. The blackboard in the sub-basement classroom was wiped, but it's possible to make out some symbols on it. They appear to form some sort of phonetic transcription. Sub-basement is a functioning phonograph. There we go, that's what it's called, phonograph. It is able to play wax cylinders. One of the cylinders bears a recording of a chant in an unknown language. A handwritten letter. Professor, trust my guide, the light of the abyss, for he shall enlighten our chosen ones. Make sure he is present, and that our chosen utter nothing but the sacred words. And lo, the trance will begin, and we will be an inch closer to the universe beyond. Your work is essential, as many of our flock do not speak our language, and time is of the essence. It would be best to work in groups, performing at least one seance per day for a week. Of course, the most skeptical members will have to be tamed by your hands. In the meantime, my work continues on a physical method to maintain the trance state through the emitted light waves of Khalid lenses. Finally, my men in New Orleans will contact you regarding the new shipment of Chosen. Make room for them as you have done before. R. There's a key. And we also got some royal garments. Nice. The bank has the gems. My master has ordered me to send the first shipment of chosen ones. They will arrive within 2 weeks. Do not fail us. A. I guess this is the punishment room.
Dynamo machine. Provides electrical stimulation for the person in the chair.
Gross.
Full grain leather straps. Impossible to escape. A very professional brain dissection.
Poor birds.
Oh, the smell.
Oh, what I thought was a tentacle is actually a hose. This must be the well.
Dear God, is that body parts?
Yeah. That must be where they put the disobedient ones.
Judging by the remnants of blood and flesh, these instruments were used for dismemberment. Utterly inhuman.
Gaze into the abyss, make it look back at you. I gazed into the abyss, and the abyss looked back.
Get out of my head!
Your mind fisted, devoid of soul. Find reverence for the one that trembled.
Pass.
Lord. Left your surrender your soul and become a servant of madness.
Please! No more! Stop it! Watson! John! Somebody!
Wretched mortal, do not fear what is to come. Let him rupture our world anew. Awaken, and let the world behold.
Get a hold of yourself, Holmes.
The light of the abyss is the light from the abyss. Get out of my head.
Crazy. Crazy. The Bizarre Man was being held in the sub-basement. He vanished without a trace and only left a pounding voice that repeats the light of abyss. The man spoke about strange things and coming of a great lord. Maybe the chosen one that's been fighting is still alive. So I guess... Oh, the lift is coming down.
A hydraulic elevator? How ingenious.
Also, how curious that it now decided to come down. I'm gonna check the cells really quickly. Yeah, doesn't seem like we can interact with anyone there, so let's go back up.
Watson?
Holmes?
What are you still doing here?
Still? I was trying to find more information. Did you think I was just going to sit in my room twiddling my thumbs?
I only asked you to find the key. I had everything else under control.
Says the man who looks like he saw a ghost.
I am fine, Watson.
Are
You're
you, though?
hardly fine. You reek of congealed blood and chemicals. What did you see down there?
Never mind me. Where's Gygax?
I'm afraid she's over there. I found her like that when I entered. On my
Oh, damn.
What? She was our biggest lead.
Yet another wrinkle in our investigation. What do we do now, Holmes?
Hush. Let me think.
My question is, who do we know there that would be able to do that? Oh, it's Gerda.
Heidi, how did it end up here?
Because she was going to prepare Gerda for the operation. Pen in the eye, that's the obvious one to look at.
The pencil is buried deep all the
Pencil
way
in
to
the eye.
brain. Instant death. No traces of blood on her clothes. Must have got on her white overcoat.
Which is right here. Oh, no.
The patients here wear the same robes.
We'd better inform the local police about this.
Someone's
You're
dressed
right,
up
Watson.
in her
But
white lab
first,
coat.
We need to determine where our case goes next.
Alright, let's take a look. Where does the evidence lead next? New Orleans. So we have... Yep, the handwritten letter. We got the letter from the New Orleans bank. And... doodaloo-doo, telegram from New Orleans. Look at that. We're going to America. Lead in New Orleans. Several pieces of evidence now point to New Orleans. It appears that the kidnappers have enlisted the services of the banking house of E.W. Gray to sell gems.
We've got what we needed, Watson. This conspiracy reaches further than we thought. I don't suppose you've ever been to New Orleans?
You are joking.
I seldom do. Let's go. There's no time to waste.
A method to his madness. Complete chapter 3.
There's There's nothing in this world that cannot be explained with logic and reason. Nothing in this world.
Holmes?
Hmm?
You seem troubled.
I am not troubled, Watson. I am preoccupied.
That place was awful. Inhumane. It would be natural to experience some feelings of shock or fear.
Men reduced to gibbering imbeciles, numb beyond recognition, powerless to help themselves. When a doctor does go wrong, they are the first of criminals. They have the nerve and they have the knowledge.
That woman did not deserve the title. Such casual cruelty for such selfish aims.
I knew another man like that once. He treated my mother, perhaps even killed her, depending on who you ask.
My sincere condolences.
In the end, she was just a shadow of herself. The outline of the person I recognized, but lacking all else. She was pushed until she cracked. Should you see me cracking, John,
I'll get the super glue.
I must ask you to intervene.
Nothing compels us to pursue this matter further, Sherlock. We can return to London, report what we have discovered. Let more capable hands take over.
Alas, there are no such hands. Were we to abandon our quest now, I fear no other would succeed in our stead.
We know nothing of what awaits, what dangers lurk in the darkness.
Nonsense. We draw nearer to New Orleans with every passing minute, and thus closer to the answers we seek. Those answers, for all their perversity and improbability, will, nevertheless, be the work of men. And that is a work I have studied well.
So be it.
I know you to be a diligent author, but if I may make one request. Kindly omit my mother and her suffering from your tale.
Of course.
Thank you, John.
Nymph of Louisiana. Appears to be the name of a ship. Chapter 4, The Outsiders. Does that mean us?
Ah, Holmes. After our trip to nippy Switzerland, I can certainly use some of this New World heat.
I'm gonna pass. I don't do well in the heat.
We could certainly use our answers to my questions.
I know, but you look exhausted. Why didn't we find the hotel first?
We shall rest when our investigation is over, and not a moment sooner. I shall ask you to handle our bags while I search for the bank.
As you wish. Oi! Stop it, you! Our luggage!
Very klutzy.
Good Lord, what have you done? That's my stuff.
I'm sorry, mister. It was an accident.
Okay, so this is where we're going to call it for Chapter 3 as we move on to Chapter 4 next time. If you enjoyed the video, please think about leaving a like and commenting. If you're new to the channel, please think about subscribing, hitting that bell notification so that way you're notified of more releases in the future. But yeah, let me know what you think about this episode, and I'll catch you in the next one. Love y'all. Bye-bye.